Less than 24 hours after a thrilling loss on the road at Butler County, the Grayson County Cougars return home, taking on another Cougars from the 3rd region. It's Grayson County and McLean County, and their first matchup between the two teams since 2021. And a good afternoon, and welcome here to Grayson County High School for this afternoon's coverage of Game 1 of our doubleheader. But not really doubleheader, but yes, a doubleheader. I don't know, it's kind of weird. So we're going to have JV games in between. So we've already had a JV boys game. Grayson County won that one. We're going to have the varsity boys game. We'll step aside for the JV girls game, and then we'll have a varsity girls game that we'll be back for. You'll be able to hear both of those here on K105. If you're listening on our radio coverage, we apologize for ending the UK post-game coverage, but we're jumping into the Cougars and the Cougars. It should be a great matchup here between these two teams. McLean County 12-5, Grayson County 6-11. McLean County, though, they have not played since last Saturday, a win against Oldham County. Grayson County, of course, played last night against Butler County, a 72-57 loss. Coming up on our locker room show, we'll introduce you to both teams, talk to the head coach of the Cougars, Travis Johnston, and get you ready with the starting lineups. That comes up and more right here on K105.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans?
From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service.
Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services at no cost to families. Help us change the world one smile at a time.
The Builder's Choice.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
It's the Cougs and the Cougs about ready to get underway. Exactly what a broadcaster wants to have, right? I will say, beginning right now, if you're a McLean County fan joining our coverage, first off, welcome. If I refer to a team as the Cougars, it's more than likely going to be out of habit calling Grayson County the Cougars. I'll try my best, but Cougars, rebound Cougars. And like we said, I think there's a really good chance that the Cougars are going to win tonight. Now the question is it going to be Grayson County or is it going to be McLean County? McLean County, really talented team. The reigning region runner-up from last season. They lost that game to Muhlenberg County. Enter with a 12-5 record. They have lost 2 straight, though. They were ranked 4th in the most recent 3rd region media poll. They're coached by Darren Lynham in his 4th season. Leading scorer is Jackson Floyd, really talented guard, 5'11". He's averaging just under 16 points a game, 3.8 rebounds, shooting 36% from 3. Evan Ward leads the team in rebounding, 7.1 rebounds, 7.1 points. Gunnar Revlett, the senior center, 11.4 points, 4.5 rebounds. Brody Klein, he was the starting quarterback for the football team. He's averaging 13.2 points and 4.8 rebounds a game. One thing with McLean County is they're not a big team as far as size-wise. I mean, tallest player is Revlett at 6'1". Grayson County does have the size advantage in this game. Now, does that mean anything? Yeah, I mean, read into it what you want. The thing that McLean County does very well is that they're a very physical team, especially rebounding the basketball. Grayson County had a loss last night to Butler County. We'll take a break and introduce you to them coming up after this. This is Grayson County Cougar Basketball on K105.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. a brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
My mom was caught doing drugs, and they said this is not where children are supposed to be. So they removed me and my siblings and put us into foster care.
Brianna spent 9 years in foster care before being adopted with help from the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption.
After I was adopted, I felt very safe. I definitely see myself going in the right direction.
There are more than 100,000 children in foster care like Brianna who need a family now. You can help us find them the safe, permanent homes they deserve. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Cougars are getting ready to take on the Cougars of McLean County, as it's a battle between Cougars here this afternoon. Grayson County lost last night to Butler County 72-57. In that game, though, River Blanton led the way with 18 points. River now enters this game 12 points away from 1,000 for his career. So that's going to be a mark that we're going to be tracking throughout the contest here this afternoon. So he's 12 points away. He already eclipsed the 500 rebound mark earlier this season against Adair County. In that game as well, Jack Logston had 16 points. Landon Haycraft came away with a career-high 12 points in the victory. Jack Logston has been playing his best basketball as a Grayson County Cougar as of late as well. He has been on fire recently, and the Cougs are going to need him to step up big if they want to come up with a win. Travis Johnston is the head coach of the Cougars. We'll talk to him and get his thoughts on the matchup after this, as this is Cougar Basketball on K105.
A tree can be unifying, inviting diverse communities to gather over common roots. A tree can be innovative, effortlessly pulling carbon from the air. A tree can be noble, actively nurturing life in an uncertain world. The Arbor Day Foundation has been planting trees for 50 years, in every season and soil, every climate and corner of the earth. A tree can be transformational, helping us turn local action into global impact. That's why now is the time for trees. Lots of trees. Let's tell the world everything a tree can be. Because a tree can be a solution. Let's put millions of solutions in the ground together.
I'm an ex-drug dealer, and I'll be your sub today. Two milligrams of fentanyl can be lethal. A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable. The sad reality is, fentanyl is being mixed into everything now.
More kids should know.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back to the Locker Room Show here on K105. Sam Gormley, joined by the head coach of the Grayson County Cougars, head coach Travis Johnston. Coach, last night you had the game against Butler County. When you kind of went home, thought about it a little bit more, what were some of your feelings?
I thought that we got out of character a little bit.
which seems to be a reoccurring theme with us, and we can't do that against good teams. And, Butler County, they were ready to play, and the Price kid's a very good player, and even though Rice didn't play much, all of their guys accept their roles, and like we talked yesterday, 40 was really, really good. 14 offensive rebounds for them. They played good, and sometimes you got to tip your hat to them. We can't give up 72 points to them. We're not going to beat anybody scoring 70. But they shot the ball well. They made 8 threes. The Laughing Kids made 1 all year, and he made 2 yesterday in the game. So they were ready to go. It was homecoming, and we just kind of got knocked back and never could. I think we got it to 7 there in the second half, but we never could get over that hump. And but we should have scored on their pressure a little bit more, and that was because our guys weren't getting to the spots that we needed to get to.
One of the players I think that has improved the most, at least in my eyes, from his freshman year to his senior year is Braden Childress. On the offensive end, he's gotten better over the years, and he's still facilitating your offense. How has he improved since his freshman year?
Well, he's got to get better. We need him better on defense right now, especially to spell Landon. We have to be able to put him – now, Price is really good and quick. I'm not saying he has to be able to guard him, but we need to help Landon out a little bit. And he's got to be a little bit better there, and he's got to be a little bit better rebounding the ball. But he gets in his own head sometimes. I jumped on him yesterday during the game for not running back, and he understood that and didn't play much in the fourth quarter. We were looking for a little bit more shooting. But we need him to play well. No matter how many minutes he plays, we need him to play well. And if we can get just a little bit more out of him as far as on the rebounding and defensive end, that's going to help him take care of himself offensively.
Last season, this team you're playing tonight was one of the last 2 teams playing at the Owensboro Sports Center. They lost to Muhlenberg County in that game. They lost a little bit from that team, but still returned a nice score. What do you see from him?
Floyd's really good. I thought he was probably the most improved player last year, and he might be the most improved player this year. It seems like he works on his game and really, really loves it, and he's a very good guard, very steady. They got guys around him, the Klein kid and Lee or Cruz, which I don't know which way his name is, but they can shoot a little bit, and they got a couple big guys inside. And they don't have much depth, but those 5 guys and Coach Lynham has them playing very, very hard. McLean County's always physical, and they always play hard. Now you add quite a bit of talent over there, and they're a very, very good team.
You almost pretty much read into my next question. You can see the word I have right there, physicality. How do you fight it?
We just got to match it. We can't get knocked back at the start. The Revlett kid, the Ward kid, even Floyd, he's a very strong guard. We can't let them try to push us around and dictate where we go. And that's not anything dirty. That's just we just can't – if Revlett comes in there and tries to bulldoze you over for a rebound, you got to stand your ground. And the biggest thing when somebody tries to out-physical you is you got to show them that it's not going to happen in the first minute. If they get a little edge on you, they can use that for the rest of the game. So we got to make sure we match it from the very beginning and let them know that they're not going to be able to punk us.
Coach, good luck. One more here coming up in the locker room show after this.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or 2.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans?
From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service.
Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services at no cost to families. Help us change the world one smile at a time.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Cougars are getting ready to take on the Cougars of McLean County. Let's meet the starting lineups for both teams. First, for the visiting Cougars from McLean, junior guard Brody Klein is averaging 13.2 points a game. Senior guard number 3, Jackson Floyd, averaging 15.9 points. Cruz Lee is the senior forward, 8.4 points. Gunnar Revlett is the sophomore center at 11.4 points. And Will Taylor is the senior center. He's got 3 points on the season, 1.3 rebounds a game. That's Klein, Floyd, Lee, Revlett, Taylor. Assistant coaches Eli Ellis, Kevin Fritz, Thomas Webb Jr., and the head coach is Darren Lineup. Head coach and the starting lineup now for the Grayson County Cougars with a record of 6-11. Braden Childress is the senior point guard, 6.1 points per game. Landon Haycraft coming in off of his career-high 12 points last night. He'll get the start. River Blanton, 12 points away from 1,000. He'll start at averaging just over 13 points a game. Jack Logston, the 8th grader, who's been playing very well as of late. He's averaging just over 15 points a game. And Dylan Orn, the big man in the middle, 3.8 points per game. Childress, Haycraft, Blanton, Logston, Horn, head coach Travis Johnston. The play-by-play is next on K105.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
Hi, can I help you?
I just wanted to say thank you. Bye.
Can I help you?
Yeah, just wanted to say thanks.
For what?
For all the money that's been flying out of your drafty windows and doors this winter. It's just so generous of you. So, we wanted to say thanks.
We?
Yeah, the whole neighborhood's here.
Stop throwing your money out the window. Visit us at Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
We know windows and doors.
The builder's choice.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding
Grayson County and McLean County. Game one of our unconventional doubleheader here today. The Lady Cougars of Grayson County will host McLean County a little bit later on this evening. Once more, the starting lineups. Childress, Haycraft, Blanton, Logston, Horn for Grayson. Klein, Floyd, Lee, Revlett, and Taylor for McLean. We'll take one more break. The play-by-play's next on K105.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans?
From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service.
Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services at no cost to families. Help us change the world one smile.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where it'll be interesting here to see. Already we're going to start off is the official book that at least we saw had Will Taylor in the starting lineup. Evan Ward, though, was sitting as if he was starting, and he's going to go out onto the floor, and they're going to have to look at the official books and compare them here to see, because it should be Will Taylor out onto the floor, and I don't believe they can do this substitution. So we'll have to see what the issue is here right off the start. Official scorekeeper today, Mr. Cole Snyder, is being put to the test immediately here in this game. Darren Lynham, the head coach for McLean County, is going. He's talking to his scorekeeper for the game, but the official book is held in the hands of the one, Mr. Cole Snyder. And that can be a dangerous thing. We'll have to see as this broadcast goes along how Cole does. We got all the confidence in the world. Now they're going to call everybody in. They're going to have to talk this over because it might be that Will Taylor will have to start in place of Evan Ward. Jason Wilkins, the official, appears to have got it all sorted out, and I think we're good. Okay, I guess that Evan Ward will get the start instead of Will Taylor. It's time for basketball in Litchfield between the Grayson County Cougars and the McLean County Cougars. Jason Wilkins, the official, to throw the opening tip up as it'll be Ward against Logston, and the tip is controlled by McLean County. They'll be working from left to right on your radio dial, wearing the road gray jerseys with maroon numerals and that gold trim. McLean County with a record of 12-5. They haven't played in a week, as it was a loss to Oldham County. They've lost 2 straight games since the last time they came out, as they were 12-3 going into their current little 2-game losing skid. Near corner where Brody Klein lets the three fly, and Klein puts in the open three, and it's McLean that strikes first against Grayson. It leads 3-0, 7.5 left to play here in the opening quarter. Grayson County lost last night to Butler County by the final score of 72-57. They just couldn't get over the hump after dealing with major foul trouble in the first half of play. Butler did a really good job in making sure that Grayson wasn't able to have the comeback. Blanton down the right side, kicks it off to Haycraft. Right wing three is up and short. Horn couldn't come down with a rebound, and instead it's tapped off to McLean County. Klein's got it across the far side. Jump pass, far corner. Lee, three is up. It's no good. Rebound on the floor is going to be an offensive foul called on McLean County's Revelet. Be his first and the team's first as he shoved the Cougar on the underneath. 3-0. McLean County leads Grayson County. 6 minutes and 57 seconds left to play here in the opening quarter of play from Grayson County High School. Sam Gormley here with you on the call. We'll have 2 games here this afternoon on K105 and also via K105 Digital Productions. Far side Haycraft out to the right wing to Blanton, who's 12 points away from 1,000 for his career. It's a mark we'll be tracking throughout the day. Blanton kicks it off into the far corner. Haycraft out front in between the circles to Braden Childress, the senior point guard. Bounce past Blanton. Blanton's got Revelet in his face. They get it down to the right block to Logston, and he's fouled high by Jackson Floyd. For Floyd, that'll be his first, team's second. It's going to stay on the floor. Darren Lynham is the fourth-year head coach for McLean County with a record of 72-37. Grayson County's coached by Travis Johnston, 73-89 in his 6th season. Blanton spins towards the middle, shot off balance, too hard. Rebound on the floor. Logston put back good on the inside. Jack Logston cleaned it up on the interior and gets the basket. And Grayson County's on the board. 3-2, McLean leads. Firing down to the left block, careening over to the right side. Flip shot, good. Basket in there by Revelet. 5-2, McLean County leads Grayson County. In between the circles goes Logston. Kicks it off into the far corner to Haycraft. Out front, 3. Blanton straight away. Count it! Blanton puts in the 3 from straight away. It's a tie game at 5 here. Outlet pass down to the right block. In transition, the shot is missed at the rim by Evan Ward. Dylan Horn was able to pick up the rebound. Blanton now 9 points away from 1,000 for his career. In the far corner, Landon Haycraft. They'll feed Blanton again. He spins it around. Bodies up. Down the lane. Shots missed on the layup. Rebounded by Childress. Double team. Put back. No good off the right. Logston came in for the rebound, but made contact from Klein from behind. And Jack Logston picks up his first foul, team's first. 5-5, 5:30 left to play here in the opening quarter between Grayson County and McLean County. McLean County fourth in the most recent third region media poll. Inside the lane, bounce pass, right block. Shot good on the right side by Evan Ward. Let the defender go by. Ward used his body to go up with a shot. 6'1", 160-pound. The senior forward, Evan Ward. Logston bodies up from 10 feet. The floater is short. Not a great shot by Jack Logston. Rebounded on the floor by Jackson Floyd. Floyd loses it, gains it back. It's poked away. He's got it back again. Bounce pass to Revlett on the right side. Basket good by Gunnar Revlett. He's got 4. And McLean County's lead is 4 at 9-5. 4:50 left here in the opening quarter of play from Grayson County High School. Bounce pass out front to Blanton. He spins it around, gives it off deep on the right wing to Haycraft. Haycraft to the free throw line. Blanton dumps it off inside to Logston. Logston swings it out front to the left wing. Horn. Out front, Blanton. Already got a 3 in the game, does the senior Blanton. At the right elbow, pass knocked away and taken away. Fast break, Klein. Down the left side, shot good in transition for Brody Klein. Timeout on the floor taken by Travis Johnston. McLean leads Grayson 11-5, 4:27 to play in the first. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans?
From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service.
Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
To Grayson County High School, where it is apparently 11-4. I guess that I could have sworn that it was they have taken away River Blanton's 3 and instead made it a 2. Tell you what, I thought that was pretty clear a 3. I'm not entirely sure. We'll have to go back and watch the replay on that. So it's 11-4. McLean County leads Grayson County. I'm not entirely sure on that. I could have sworn that was a 3. We'll have to go back and watch the replay. They've changed it, though, here in the timeout. Far side, Jack Logston for Grayson. Cougars need a bucket. Does Grayson County. Caden Hanshaw into the game for Grayson County. Out front to Blanton. He drives down the right side, step back. Right elbow shot is an air ball. Rebounded on the floor by Revlett, and he immediately slaps it off. Pushing down the floor is Floyd. Floyd at the right side. No look pass to Klein. Near side 3, Klein. It pops in and out. Rebounded on the floor by Grayson County. Blanton, an outlet pass to Childress along the left side. Shot good for Braden Childress on that left side. 11-6, 3:45 left to play in the first quarter. Grayson County now coming with some defensive pressure. McLean County does have the advantage of having fresh legs where Grayson County played last night. 3 by Floyd on the near side is an air ball. Right into the hands of Caden Hanshaw for Grayson County. Hanshaw up the far side of the floor, gets it off to the left wing to Childress. Childress calling for the offense now. With a right hand, gives it off to left wing Haycraft. Inside now to Blanton, spins it around from 10 feet near side. Nothing but net for River Blanton. He's now 8 points away from 1,000 for his career. We'll continue that countdown, and the Cougars have chipped back to make this a one-possession game now at 11-8, coming with his zone pressure. Inside to Floyd. Floyd over top of Logston, makes the shot in. Jackson Floyd's first points of the game in transition. Left wing 3 by Haycraft. Too long. Bounces up. Almost went in. Rebound stripped away. Back, though, into the hands of Klein up the far side of the floor. Brody Klein drives in. Gets bumped. No whistle. Out front. Down inside. Weaving around the defense. Revlett misses the gimme at the rim. Caden Hanshaw gets the rebound for Grayson County. Hanshaw up the near side of the floor on the left wing. He'll pull up the transition left wing 3. That one's good for Caden Hanshaw. Hanshaw, his second career 3. He's now 2 of 8 on 3s on the season. Timeout on the floor taken by McLean County. It'll be a 30-second timeout. Camden Brothers and Spencer Langdon will come in to the game here at the next stoppage of play. It's 13-11. McLean leads Grayson. Darren Lynham has a deep connection to the game of baseball as well, as he's now the head coach of the McLean County baseball team. He worked part-time as a recommending scout for the Cincinnati Reds, covering areas of western Kentucky, southern Indiana, and southeastern Illinois. He's recommended notable athletes such as And again, this is not me misspeaking. Shortstop Jay Cutler. Yes, Jay Cutler, the quarterback, also played baseball. Joe Blanton, who grew up in Edmonson County, and B.J. Rosenberg, who is a pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies. Joe Blanton, I think, went on, if my memory's right, Franklin Simpson, I believe, is where he ended up going to high school, but he at least played a little bit at Edmonson County. 13-11 out of the timeout. McLean County leads Grayson by 2 points, 2:25 left in the first quarter of play. Brody Klein off to Jackson Floyd, swings it off left wings to Scott, who's into the game. That's Declan Scott. Scott's got it deep on the left wing. Scott has appeared in every game this season. Scott straight away off to the right wing to Floyd, has Hanshaw in his hand, into Klein, near side, bounce pass down to the right block. Bodying it up, spinning it around, shot off the right side's good. Evan Ward let the defender go by, and Ward's got 4. And that is the McLean lead against Grayson. 15-11, 1:55 left here in the opening quarter of play from Grayson County High School. Bounce pass Blanton into the near corner. Spencer Langdon, 3, up, in and out. Rebounded on the floor by McLean County, and here come the Cougars looking to push up the far side of the floor. Bounce pass into Klein. Klein pass knocked away by Hanshaw. He tried to save it in. Almost saved it into the hands of River Blanton, but had a little bit of a curveball on there. Maybe a little Joe Blanton curveball. How about Joe Blanton getting multiple shout-outs there? I think Joe Blanton had a curveball. I don't really remember that much. Maybe a slider. There's a little bit of a curve there. Too much on it. Goes out of bounds. Bounce pass into Klein. Off to the right side. Swings it off left wing. Into the far corner. Catch and shoot 3 by Floyd. Is an air ball again. Floyd has airballed 2 threes, and the rebound goes out of bounds off of Brody Klein. Grayson County's going to have the ball 90 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. It's 15-11. Cougars of McLean lead the Cougars of Grayson. Sam Gormley here with you on the call this afternoon from Grayson County High School. Small but mighty crowd filling in here at the Cougar Den. Right side, Camden Brothers, who's into the game for Grayson. Brothers didn't play last night against Butler County. In the near corner, Spencer Langdon, 3, up, in and out. Brothers punch the rebound into the hands of Declan Scott. Scott weaving through, down inside. He kicks it off into the far corner. Floyd, ball fake. He'll drive in, backs it off now at the free throw line. Kicks it to Klein. Klein goes up to grab it. They're going to back it off now to Jackson Floyd, the senior point guard who has airballed 2 threes. He leads the team at 36% from three-point range on this season. Klein, bounce pass, down inside, back now to Klein in the near corner. He's double-teamed, inside, out, shot, right side, too hard on the layup for Evan Ward, and a foul on the rebound is going to be called on McLean County. So I missed who the foul was called on, as it was called from the far side of the floor. Might have been called on Jackson Floyd, number 3. He's going to the bench, and if it is, that'd be his second. We'll try to find out who that is, who that foul was called on. Got a couple of new players into the game here for McLean County as well, including Gunnar Revlett re-entered, and Will Taylor, I believe, is also the new player in the game, who we thought was going to start. He's appeared in 13 games. Jack Logston has it at the logo. It's 15-11. Grayson County trails, 20 seconds left in the first quarter of play. Langdon, the 8th grader, drives in at the left elbow, spins it around out front to Logston with 12 seconds left here in the first quarter of play. Logston, bounce pass left elbow to Blanton, dumps it off into Brothers on the right block. Brothers gets the shot in on the right side. McLean County, 3-quarter court shot at the buzzer is off the top of the backboard. At the end of 1, it's McLean 15, Grayson 13. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services at no cost to families. Help us change the world one smile at a time.
Grayson County trails McLean County 15-13 here at the end of the first quarter of play. River Blanton has 4 points for Grayson County. He's now 8 points away from 1,000 for his career. And out of the timeout, Grayson County has the ball. It's a handoff pass. Spencer Langdon, 3, right side, in and out. Rebound ripped away. Jack Logston has it, and we're going to have a foul on the rebound called on, I think, McLean County. It is called on Jackson Floyd. That'll be his second, team's fourth. That foul that we weren't sure who was called on Will Taylor. Into the far corner, Spencer Langdon inside to Blanton. Right side shot, good for Blanton. Make that 6 away now from 1,000 for the senior big man for Grayson County. And in the near corner, Klein. 15 all between Grayson County and McLean County. Left wing Lee. Off to the right side, Jackson Floyd. He's got 2 fouls. Does Darren Lynham potentially go to the bench and bring him out of the game? Bounce pass in, off to Klein on the right side. Beautiful ball movement. Brody Klein gets the shot on the interior. He's got 7, and it's 17-15, 7-10 to play here in the first half of action. Logston on the right side, lowers his shoulder at the free throw line, spins around, handoff pass, step back 3, right wing, Blanton in and out. Rebound on the floor is loose and saved in by McLean, towing the line. It's picked up by the Cougars. They push it up the near side of the floor. Cruz Lee back into transition, swings it off to Floyd on the left wing. Floyd backs it off, right side Lee. Lee drives in amongst the trees, floats up the off-balance shot. It's no good. Brothers gets the rebound for Grayson County. Camden Brothers, an outlet pass to Blanton on the far side of the floor, off to Langdon in the far corner. Langdon still looking for his first career varsity points. Grayson County really wants to get him going, though, because he is a good shooter. He's one of those that once he sees it go in, it's going to be a dangerous thing for other teams. Horn shot, miss, rebound, Logston. His putback's off the side of the backboard. Klein picks up the rebound this time. Outlet pass to Floyd down the right side. Floyd picks up his dribble. Jump pass into Lee. Lee amongst the trees gets the shot in. His first points of the game. McLean County leads Grayson 19-15. 6:08 left to play here in the opening half of play. Step back, right wing 3 by Logston. Short, rebounded by Lee for McLean County. An outlet to Klein in transition. Klein lays it in on the right side. McLean, when they've been able to get out and run today, have had a lot of success against Grayson County. The transition defense has not been good for the Cougars. Travis Johnston wanting to slow down the offense here a little bit. Run their offense. Bounce pass right wing Langdon. Out front to Blanton. Into the near corner, Logston lets the defender go by. Logston from 12 feet on the left side. He can't get the roll. Rebound by Blanton inside. Blanton put back left short. His second chance. He's got it again. He'll go up, flipping it up. Good. Blanton puts it in. He'll go to the line. That's 8 points now for River Blanton. He's 4 away from 1,000 for his career. Spencer Langdon will come out. Landon Haycraft will come in. Blanton to the free throw line to try and convert on the and one. Blanton was better from the free throw line in the second half last night against Butler County. He was 4 of 5 from the charity stripe. Second free throw good, or the free throw is good by Blanton. He's 3 points away from 1,000. Brody Armstrong into the game for Grayson County. He had a career-high 8 points against Todd County Central the last time the Cougars were at home. You got Haycraft, Childress, Armstrong, Blanton, and Horn on the floor for Grayson. Kind of an interesting lineup here for Travis Johnston. Right wing Floyd as it's 21-18. McLean leads Grayson. Out front, bounce pass. Klein swings it off to the left wing to Lee. Lee trying to create the space, gives it off to to Floyd on the right side. Bounce pass Floyd, off to Lee. He'll take the deep left wing 3, and he'll put it in. Cruz Lee, 34% three-point shooter, and Cruz Lee puts in the 3. He's got 5 points, and it's 24-18. Into the far corner, Armstrong on the right wing. Looks to get it inside to Blanton. Blanton gets around. Bounce pass to Horn on the left side. Horn's shot is blocked. He gains it back. Horn takes one dribble, goes up. His second chance, can't get the roll. Rebounds out of bounds off of McLean, and it's going to stay Grayson County basketball. Brody Klein immediately re-entering here for McLean County. Out for him will be Jackson Floyd. 24-18, McLean County leads Grayson. 4:35 left to play here in the first half. Need Childress to trigger. Gets into the far side to Haycraft. He'll take the far side three. He'll put it in. Landon Haycraft hits another three, his first of the game. He was on fire last night, and it's a three-point game now, 24-21. 4:25 left here in the first half. Bounce pass near side. Now into the near corner, out front. Thinking about the three, they give it inside to losing it on the interior, and it's taken away here by Braden Childress. An outlet to Haycraft down the left side. Haycraft smartly backs it off, gives it to Childress. Childress out front to Blanton. Blanton has a man in his face. Inside to Childress, who cuts down the lane and lays it in on the left side. Great feed by Blanton. Great move by Childress. And it's a one-point game now, 24-23. 3:50 left to play here in the first half. Gotta like here, Darren Lynham wants a timeout. It's a one-point game. 3:51 to go here in the first half. McLean leads Grayson 24-23. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
My mom was caught doing drugs, and they said this is not where children are supposed to be. So they removed me and my siblings and put us into foster care.
Brianna spent 9 years in foster care before being adopted with help from the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption.
After I was adopted, I felt very safe. I definitely see myself going in the right direction.
There are more than 100,000 children in foster care like Brianna who need a family now. You can help us find them the safe, permanent homes they deserve. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
Yourselves a great game here this Saturday afternoon from Grayson County High School. It's 24-21, 3 minutes and 51 seconds left to play here in the first half. We're keeping an eye on River Blanton as he entered this game 12 points away from 1,000. He is now 3 points away from 1,000. We will keep that mark and keep an eye on it as the game goes along here this afternoon from Grayson County High School. Darren Lynham not happy with his team during that timeout. So you got Brody Klein who will pass in. McLean does lead Grayson by 1 point, 24-23. 3 minutes and 45 seconds left here in the second quarter. They're going to throw it up at the rim. Not able to corral it, and it's taken away by Dylan Horn. I like the play call, but I don't know that Evan Ward can get up high enough to maybe throw it in. Blanton down the right side. Shot's good for River Blanton. He's 1 point away from 1,000 for his career. It's 25-24. Grayson County's got the lead. 3:20 left here in the first half. Right side, Jax Lee is into the game here for McLean County. He gives it off to Cruz Lee. Into the far corner, Klein. Bounce pass left block to Ward. Ward loses it, knocked away. Klein's got it, though, on the left wing. Out front to Cruz Lee. Gives it off now, Jax Lee. Bounce pass into the near corner. Creating space to Jax Lee. He gives it off to Cruz Lee on the left side. You got two Lees on the floor here for McLean County. Left wing pass inside. Revelich shot off to the right. Rebound, Brody Armstrong on the inside. Gives it off to Blanton. An outlet pass down to Childress. Childress looking for help, and he double dribbles. Jack Logston into the game here for Grayson County. Coming out will be Dylan Horn. Jackson Floyd will re-enter for McLean County with those two fouls with 2:31 left here in the first half. Andy Thomason, the official, talking to scoreboard operator today, Daniel Decker, who's filling in. Today we've got all new crew down there at the bottom. Our typical crew's not here on this Saturday afternoon. 25-24, 2.5 left to play here in the first half. Cruz Lee passes into the near corner to Klein. Klein, interior pass, swinging it around. Cruz Lee, three, straight away, knocks in his second three of the game. McLean's got the lead back at 27-25. Cougars are hitting it from deep in this contest. It's only their third three of the game. I could have sworn it was more than that. Left wing, Brody Armstrong. His three to answers off the back of the iron. Rebounded by Cruz Lee on the far side of the floor. Lee up the far side. He'll drive in. Little Euro step shot on the right side. And it's an offensive foul. Driving in, an offensive foul called on Cruz Lee. 27-25. McLean's got the lead, but Lee picks up his first foul. Team sixth. Under 2 minutes left in the first half. Blanton for Grayson is 1 point away from 1,000. They're going to feed him in the post. It's off his hands, out of bounds. They're trying to give it to him right there. Rivers had himself a good game. He's been playing well these past 2 games after he's been quiet for a little bit. And I mean, I say that quiet for River had been, 13, 14, and so on over the past couple of games, but he just hadn't had those trademark River Blanton moments as of late, and it's good to see him starting to feel it. He played well last night against Butler County as well. 3 left wing off the back of the iron. Into the hands of Floyd, though, for McLean County. He's shot inside the free throw line, gets the roll off to the right side, doesn't make it. Armstrong picks up the rebound for Grayson. He flips it off to Logston. Logston off to Blanton. Blanton down the right side, goes up right side, shot too hard. Rebounded on the floor, is saved in by McLean County. Running it down, though, is Haycraft on the right side for Grayson. Out front to Childress. Childress swings it off to the right wing to Logston. It was deflected. The 8th grader was able to go get it. Into Blanton. Blanton pulls up 10-feeder on the right side. It's an air ball rebounded by McLean County, and they're immediately looking to push. Jackson Floyd up the near side of the floor. Goes up, flips it up, right side, good for Jackson Floyd. He's got 4 points. McLean County, that is their lead now at 29-25. 55 seconds left here in the first half. Childress backs it off. Guarded by Klein. Off to the right wing to Blanton. Handoff pass to Logston. Logston goes in, floater inside the free throw line. Good with the left hand for Jack Logston. He's got 4. Back to a 2-point game, and Darren Lynham with his right hand holds up the number 1. He's going to hold for the final shot with 30 seconds left here in the first half. Sure, he'll be fine with taking this lead into the half. And honestly, I think Travis Johnston will be fine with whatever might happen here, as taking maybe a 1-point deficit or a 2-point deficit. And who knows, maybe McLean goes a little early. He's calling him to go for it. Floyd off to the left side to Klein with 7 seconds. Klein jump pass into the far corner. Lee, 3 is up. It is short, rebounded by Floyd. At the free throw line, his shot's up. No good. Second chance at the buzzer. Are we counting it or not? We are. The basket is good at the buzzer by Evan Ward for McLean County, and they lead Grayson 31-27 at the half. We'll come back. Jump into the halftime show after this. Your score at the half, McLean 31, Grayson 27. This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
My mom was caught doing drugs, and they said this is not where children are supposed to be. So they removed me and my siblings and put us into foster care.
Brianna spent 9 years in foster care before being adopted with help from the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption.
After I was adopted, I felt very safe. I definitely see myself going in the right direction.
There are more than 100,000 children in foster care like Brianna who need a family now. You can help us find them the safe, permanent homes they deserve. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Choice. This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Really exciting first half of play here from Grayson County High School. It's McLean County that leads Grayson 31-27 at the half. River Blanton 1 point away from 1,000 for his career. Hopefully he can get it in this second half. Hopefully early. I'm sure that I'm trying to see here. I'm not sure who will have the ball to start the second half. I think it's going to be McLean basketball to start the second half. So I won't be maybe a play to draw up or not. Coming up on our halftime show, though, we will run down the scoring from this game, some scores from around the region, and we'll get you ready for the second half of action. Again, your score at the half, McLean County leads Grayson 31-27. This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie, how sketch is me? It's hard to get their attention. Ready? Go. Yes, look at that. You even turn yours over. So if you want to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping, you have to get it trending. Right, Backpack Kid?
Let's do it.
First, invite your kid to do the vape talk. Let's try this. All right.
Why is he here?
Yeah, I gotta get it trending, honey.
Come on.
To the left. To the right. Let's go.
Oh, honey, can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
I see a lot of your friends vaping.
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
A tree can be unifying, inviting diverse communities to gather over common roots. A tree can be innovative, effortlessly pulling carbon from the air. A tree can be noble, actively nurturing life in an uncertain world. The Arbor Day Foundation has been planting trees for 50 years, in every season and soil, every climate and corner of the earth. A tree can be transformational, helping us turn local action into global impact. That's why now is the time for trees. Lots of trees. Let's tell the world everything a tree can be. Because a tree can be a solution. Let's put millions of solutions in the ground together.
Is Cougar basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Cougars trail 31-27 at the half. Grayson County Cougars does, as at least at that point. Try to see if we can't run down a quick score or two from around the region. In boys basketball, Henderson County defeats North Hardin 66-48. That score is final. That is a final score there. We'll try to see what else we can't find you as we scroll through here. As Owensboro Catholic leads Cane Ridge, Tennessee at the half, 39-16. And those are most of the scores that I see from here on this Saturday afternoon from around the region. Again, your score at the half here from Grayson County High School. McLean County leads Grayson 31-27. We'll come back, have more on the halftime show after this. This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
Hi, can I help you?
I just wanted to say thank you. Bye.
Can I help you?
Yeah, just wanted to say thanks.
For what?
For all the money that's been flying out of your drafty windows and doors this winter. It's just so generous of you. So, we wanted to say thanks.
We?
Yeah, the whole neighborhood's here.
Stop throwing your money out the window. Visit us at Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
We know windows and doors.
The builder's choice.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connect.
My mom was caught doing drugs, and they said this is not where children are supposed to be. So they removed me and my siblings and put us into foster care.
Brianna spent 9 years in foster care before being adopted with help from the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption.
After I was adopted, I felt very safe. I definitely see myself going in the right direction.
There are more than 100,000 children in foster care like Brianna who need a family now. You can help us find them the safe, permanent homes they deserve. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Grayson County Cougars trail the McLean County Cougars 31-27 at the half. As we'll run down the scoring for the first half of play. For McLean County, 9 points from Brody Klein, 8 points from Cruz Lee, 6 points from Evan Ward, 4 points for Gunnar Revlett, and 4 points for Jackson Floyd. Apparently, I can't do math and can't count that up, as I, for some reason, wrote down that 2 plus 2 is 2. And I don't know. It's been that kind of day already. For Grayson County, it's River Blanton who leads the way with 11 points. 4 points each for Jack Logston and Braden Childress. 3 apiece for Caden Hanshaw and Landon Haycraft, and 2 for Camden Brothers. River Blanton 1 point away from 1,000 for his career. We'll make sure that we keep a good eye on that as the broadcast goes along. I mean, does it happen early in the third quarter? Are we going to have to wait a little bit? I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. My assumption is that the first offensive possession of the game of this half for Grayson, it's going to be some sort of play designed for River Blanton to get him that 1,000th point. I think that's a pretty safe assumption into what is going to happen. Getting your score at the half, Grayson County trails McLean County 31-23. We'll come back, or 31-27. Come back, jump into the fifth quarter, or jump into the second half of play after this. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services at no cost to families. Help us change the world one smile at a time.
This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School. We're about ready to start the second half of action from the Cougar Den. It's 31-27. The Cougars of McLean lead the Cougars of Grayson. Really, the first half of play was very entertaining. Back and forth both teams went. Grayson was never able to really expand upon their lead. And McLean really was never able to pull away. And I think that's probably something that makes Travis Johnston feel pretty good, is that Butler County was able to expand upon their lead. So we'll have to see here. River Blanton is 1 point away from 1,000 as well. That's the storyline to watch in the second half. It'll be McLean ball working from right to left. Now on your radio dial, they'll pass it in. We're underway in the second half of play. 31-27, McLean leads Grayson. The handoff pass to Floyd. Floyd swings it off to Klein in the far corner. Back to Floyd, deep right wing three for Floyd. It rattles in. Jackson Floyd had airballed his first 2 threes. He puts that one in, and it's a 7-point McLean County lead now at 34-27. In between the circles, Childress to the right elbow to Blanton. Blanton, handoff pass to Logston. Logston backs it off now, deep off to Blanton on the left wing. Blanton to Logston. It's a screen set back to the left wing to Horn. Horn out front now to Logston with 7:20 to go in the third quarter. Into the near corner to Childress. Childress dribbles out front now to the volleyball line to Haycraft, to Blanton, straight away. Blanton kicks it in the near corner to Childress. Try to get it back inside to Blanton, but they're double teaming him on the post. Off to Horn in the far side. Horn out to the left wing, now back out front now to Blanton. Grayson County really running their offense on this possession. Right wing Logston gets a screen from Blanton. Logston spins down the lane, goes up, shot, no good, but he walks with it beforehand. 6:56 left here in the third quarter. 34-27, Grayson County trails McLean County in boys basketball action. Be Cruz Lee to run the point. He had 8 points in the first half of play. He picks up his dribble. Left wing Klein. Klein in between the circles to Lee in the far corner. Back now to Klein. Klein back off into Lee. Lee back to Klein. They're passing back and forth. They give it to Lee one more time. Bounce pass in. Inside the lane. They throw it away. As Evan Ward, I guess that was a miscommunication there, because Evan Ward just threw the ball directly away, and there was nobody even remotely close to that. 6:32 to go in the third quarter. It's 34-27. McLean County leads Grayson. Logston on the right side. Bounce pass to Blanton. Blanton at the free throw line. Bodies up down the right side. Shot's good. There's 1,000 career points for River Blanton on the right side. Shot for the senior River Blanton to make it a 34-29 game. Congratulations to River Blanton. He now has 1,001 career points for the senior big man, River Blanton. Shot in transition, no good by McLean County. Brody Klein gets the rebound, throws it away. It's a loose ball picked up on the floor by Floyd. In the far corner, spinning it around, Brody Klein gets the shot and puts it in. He's got 11 points. It's a 7-point game at 36-29, but River Blanton does cross the 1,000-point mark. 3 by Landon Haycraft, left wing. That one's off to the left, rebounded on the floor by McLean County. Up the far side of the floor, pass knocked out of bounds by Haycraft. Brody Armstrong immediately, he will come and check into the game. Coming out in his place will be Dylan Horn. Passing in, knocked away, and it was deflected by Childress. It's going to stay McLean County basketball. McLean County ball to pass in from underneath their own basket, 36-29. 5:29 left in the third quarter. Klein out front, bobbling it, and gaining it back down is Revelet at the top of the key. Revelet off to the right side to Ward. Back out front now to Jackson Floyd, who, for the most part, the Cougars done a pretty good job against. He's got 7 points in this game, but he's been held fairly quiet. Tapping it back to Klein in the near corner. Klein was the starting quarterback for the McLean County football team. Inside the lane, Armstrong got his hand in on it, bobbling it around. Revelet gains it back off the hands, and it's back out front now to Floyd. Swinging it off to the right side. Deep right wing 3 by Lee is put in. McLean is knocking in the threes in this game. Cruz Lee puts in this one. We have a timeout on the floor taken by Travis Johnston. 39-25, 4:50 to play in the third quarter. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
My mom was caught doing drugs, and they said this is not where children are supposed to be. So they removed me and my siblings and put us into foster care.
Brianna spent 9 years in foster care before being adopted with help from the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption.
After I was adopted, I felt very safe. I definitely see myself going in the right direction.
There are more than 100,000 children in foster care like Brianna who need a family now. You can help us find them the safe, permanent homes they deserve. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
Grayson County trails 39-29. So they just made the announcement here at Grayson County High School, congratulating River Blanton for scoring his 1,000th career point. Blanton now in his career has over 1,000 points and over 500 career rebounds. That's a heck of a career for the senior. He's won 2 district titles, hoping to win a third as well this year. Congratulations to River. Out of the timeout, River Blanton all smiles as Jason Wilkins, one of the officials, came up and gave him a pat on the backside. As I have to say congratulations to him. The handoff pass to Braden Childress here for Grayson County. The Cougars try to complete a comeback in this game here now as they trail by 10 points. They throw it away, and it's a fast break opportunity. McLean County down the right side. Layup's good and a foul. It's going to be called as Revelet just took it right to the hole and laid it in. And this one is starting to spin out of control for Grayson County. For Blanton, that'll be his first. It's only the second foul called against Grayson County in this game. Revelet to the line. He is a 64.5% free throw shooter, and he puts that one in. It's a 13-point McLean County lead, 42-29. They lead. Blanton in between the circles. Down the right side, lowers his shoulder, and a blocking foul is going to be called on McLean County. And a little slow to get up after the play is Revelet. Be Blanton to the line to shoot 2 free throws. It's a good call there by the official as position was not had. Childress on the right wing. Out front to Haycraft on the left side to the free throw line. I thought that was going to be free throws coming for Blanton, but I guess it's not. Blanton inside the lane. His shot is missed. Klein gets the rebound for McLean County. In between the circles. McLean's got it. 4 minutes to go in the third quarter of play. Tapped around. McLean's got it. Cruz Lee, another three, puts off. It's off the back of the iron. Rebound tapped up out of bounds off of Grayson County, and it's going to stay McLean County basketball. 3 minutes and 54 seconds to play in the third quarter. Got a sub into the game here. Camden Brothers comes in place of Brody Armstrong. It's back now to Klein. 42-29, 3:45 left to play here in the third quarter. As Grayson County has been outscored in this game 11-3. Three minutes and 30 seconds left to play in the third quarter. McLean now really slowing down on offense after this game really had been high octane. McLean's got it on the far side. Now they're going to speed it up a little bit, Klein. Nope, they're still going to back it off here and run. Just kind of this slow-moving offense. In fact, I'm not even sure we can call this offense. They're just holding the ball. There's Brody Klein at the top of the key. Travis Johnson says, okay, we're fine to do this. Now maybe McLean's going to run a little bit of offense. Maybe. They move around a couple of players. Nope. They appear to be fine with just holding the basketball. They lead 42-39. Now here comes the defensive pressure for Grayson, and they throw it away. They held it for probably about 45 seconds. We have a timeout on the floor taken by McLean County with 2:50 to go here in the third quarter. Darren Lynham not happy with something that he saw there from his team. He takes the 30-second timeout. We will keep it here, and we want to remind you that there is a second game of our coverage here this afternoon, but it won't be directly following this game, as there's going to be a JV girls game between these two programs that will happen after this. So we'll be sure that we will step aside for the JV game, kind of give our crew a break, give the girl vocal cords a break as well, and then we'll rejoin you for the girls varsity game right here on K105 and also via K105 Digital Productions. It'll be McLean County against Grayson County. Those two teams met back a couple of weeks ago right after Christmas, and it was McLean County that defeated Grayson County in that game. As far as this game, Grayson County leads the all-time series against McLean County in boys basketball 38-27. But it's been McLean that has won 3 straight. The last time that they played was in Calhoun, a 65-62 overtime victory. And a shot was good there by Grayson County. Passing off to the right side. Klein at the top of the key. Onto the right side. Picks it up onto the right wing. Spinning it around, dumping the pass off inside. Childress has it for Grayson. Childress pushing down the floor. Euro step, spins it around outside to Blanton, who walks with it at the top of the key. Got some subs in here. Re-entering is Jackson Floyd and Gunnar Revlett. Spencer Langdon, Braden Childress, Landon Haycraft, River Blanton, and Camden Brothers on the floor for Grayson County. Bounce pass out front. Spinning it around inside, spinning around Revlett. Shot blocked by Blanton. Camden Brothers gets the rebound. An outlet pass down inside. Childress has it, throws it back in. Blanton's got it on the right wing. Blanton drives in. He has it poked away from behind, and it's picked up. McLean looking to push. Floyd down the near side. He does the behind-the-back pass. Brothers got his hand in, knocked it back into the hands of Childress. 42-31, McLean leads. 3, Spencer Langdon. It's short. Rebound on the floor, bopping around, and finally McLean's got it. Pushing up here. Just about 90 seconds left in the third quarter of play. Lee in transition, flips it up on the left side. Cruz Lee puts it in, 44-31, 90 seconds to play. Blanton drives in, gets around the defender. Shot's good for River Blanton. He's got 15 points. It's an 11-point McLean County lead. They've been able to expand upon this, but Grayson's just not been able to consistently get some offense going here in this third quarter of play. Off the right side, shot's good for McLean. The defense has not been good in this quarter at all for Grayson. So that was Revlett who made the shot on the right side. Caden Hanshaw and Dylan Horn will check in at the next stoppage of play. Childress in between the circles, drives in, kicks it off to Haycraft. Left wing three is up. It's no good, missed. Ward gets the rebound. Darren Lynham now calling for his team to slow down just a little bit. Off to the right wing. Back out now to Floyd. To Lee. Grayson County trying to speed up the Cougars, though, with 35 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Inside. Now out to Lee. Off to Klein. Klein on the right wing with 24 seconds left here in the quarter. To Lee. Free throw line back out front now to Floyd. They're just dribbling this. They're not even really dribbling. They're just passing as they get it down to Klein on the right side. Klein makes the backdoor cut and gets the shot. Grayson County trails by 15 points in this game. 8 seconds left in the quarter. Over to the far side, Brothers. Three is good. Camden Brothers puts in the three. McLean County's going to get a shot from half court at the buzzer. Is no good. The end of the third quarter of play, McLean leads Grayson 48-36. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
McLean County took control in that third quarter of play. They lead Grayson County 48-36. Grayson County was outscored in that quarter 17-9. That makes it the 12-point advantage for McLean. Grayson will have the ball to start the quarter. If you just joined us, River Blanton in that quarter, if you want a positive for Grayson, did score his 1,000th career points. Right wing Hanshaw has it for Grayson as they start with the ball left to right on the radio dial. Blanton drives down the right side, kicks it back now to Hanshaw. Bounce pass into Blanton. Blanton spins towards the middle. The bank is not open there. Brothers gets the rebound, goes up, stripped on the way up. But free throws will come for Camden Brothers as he's fouled on the play by Cruz Lee, his second, only the team's first foul of the second half of play. There really have not been a lot of fouls called in this game. They've let them play. Brothers to the free throw line, 63.2% from the line this season. And the first one is short for Camden. It's only the second free throw of the game attempted by Grayson County. River Blanton made an and one earlier in the game. Second chance for Brothers is missed. He misses both free throws. Rebounded by McLean County, but it's taken away by Horn. Horn down the right side. It's blocked at the rim. No goaltending is called. And down inside, McLean County pushing. Off the left side, Klein's shot is missed, and we're going to have a foul on the rebound called on McLean County. That was awfully close to goaltending on the other side. I think Travis Johnston asking Jason Wilkins, the official, and maybe he didn't think it was. It was really close. There was a foul called on the floor. Maybe not. I guess we didn't see a change on the scoreboard, and now the ball nearly knocked away. Brothers was able to run it back down. Blanton in between the circles. Over to the far side. Brothers, three is up. Far corner, short on the three. Rebound, ripped away. Loose ball. Childress has it. Childress, bounce pass into Brothers. Brothers fades it away. Shot on the left side. Good for Camden Brothers. 49-38. It's an 11-point McLean County lead. Under 7 to go in the fourth quarter. Grayson's got to have to play some better defense here if they want to come back in this game. Floyd behind the back dribble. Trying to speed him up. Into Klein. Knocked around. Taken away on the inside. Brothers knocked it into the hands of Blanton. Brothers played pretty well here tonight for Grayson. Blanton drives in off the right side. Shot blocked. Taken away. We're going to have a foul called on Dylan Horn from behind. Horn picks up his first foul and the team's second. 6:32 to go. It's a 10-point game, 48-38. The Crews lead a trigger. Darren Lynham shouts at the scores table and says, how many timeouts do I got? He's got 2. Off to Klein on the right wing. Hands off the pass into the far corner. Out front, almost taken away by Horn. Bounce pass down to Klein on the right block. Blocked by Blanton. He came down with 2 hands and blocked the ball. Hanshaw, an outlet pass, not a smart one. And it's knocked and taken right back by McLean County. Inside, bounce pass back off to Klein in the far corner. Klein drives in and a foul's called on Grayson. And that's just not a great decision by Hanshaw. It's one that you just don't make the full court pass in that situation. It's going to stay on the floor for Horn. I believe it was the player who was called for the foul. It's his second. Out front. Bounce pass in the far corner to Klein. Klein gives it out front to Lee. Cruz Lee's played himself a good game. They give it to Brody Klein. Far side 3 is short. Barely did get part of the rim. Childress picks up the loose ball for Grayson. Childress on the right wing. He weaves through, spins down the lane. Shot on the right side. Count it. He'll go to the line. What a move by Braden Childress, taking it in. It's an 8-point game. I think we have a timeout on the floor taken by McLean County. 5:46 to go. It's a full timeout taken by Darren Lynham. We'll take it with him. Cougars have it an 8-point game. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Oh boy. What? We better get out of here. That clown is about to hit a water line.
He didn't contact 811 to mark the underground utilities.
Nope.
You saw that coming. Too bad he didn't.
Know what's below. 811 before you did.
With a My Social Security account, you can request a replacement Social Security card, estimate your benefits, and more. Save time. Go online. Open a My Social Security account at ssa.gov/myaccount.
Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment.
Grayson County trying to fight back and make this game at least somewhat interesting here as they trail by 8 points with 5:46 to go. Darren Lynham, the veteran head coach, taking the timeout, and he's going to try and make sure that that comeback for Grayson doesn't happen. As Grayson County trails 48-40 with 5 minutes and 46 seconds to go. Braden Childress, though, will have a free throw coming up out of this timeout. Childress got 8 points. He made all 4 of his free throws last night. See if he can put this one in here to make it a 7-point game. It is good. Childress puts it in. It's 48-41. 5:44 to go here in this game. Klein in the far corner. Driving far baseline. Klein jump pass off to the left wing to Scott. Declan Scott's into the game. They're bringing the defensive pressure up on him. Driving in, bounce pass left side. Beautiful ball movement. And Revelet puts it in on the left side. That's the first points of the fourth quarter of play for McLean County. It's a 9-point advantage for the McLean Cougars. Childress in the lane, dumps it, loses it. Loose ball is sliding after it. That's got to be no, they don't call it a walk. Klein's got it. They dump it off to the right side to Lee. It's blocked out of bounds by Horn, but a foul's called on Dylan Horn. I'll be honest. That was about as blatant of a walk as you're going to see. Andy Thomason looks at Travis Johnson, said no, it wasn't, and I'll be honest. Yes, it was. He had it and went a little slip and slide there and went sliding down the floor. Cruz lead to the free throw line, and he makes the first free throw. That's a tough break for Grayson. But, hey, that's part of the game. Lee's makes 2/3 of his free throws. Lee's played really well tonight. He's got 14 points. Only averages 8.4. Lee, good baseball player as well, hit .359 for the McLean County baseball team with 14 runs batted in. And I think Ryan Keys is out there, the manager, cleaning up the sweat from the player who slid with the basketball because of it. Keys out there cleaning it up. Luckily, he's better at mopping than he is at taking half-court shots. Last night was not a prime showing from Mr. Ryan Keys as far as half-court shots go. Lee's second free throw is good. It rattles in. McLean's taking back control of the game. It's 52-41. They lead by 11 points. 5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Bounce pass left wing Brothers. Into the far corner to Horn. Down inside to Blanton. Left side shots missed, but free throws will come for River Blanton on the interior. Fouls called on Evan Ward. His first. Team's second. Blanton to shoot 2 free throws. He's 1 of 1 in this game. Grayson wants to come back. They're going to have to make their free throws. First one for Blanton is good. Blanton earlier tonight crossed the 1,000-point mark for his career. Second chance coming for Blanton is good. He gets the shooter's roll and the hometown roll. As Blanton's got 17 points in the game. It's a 9-point McLean County advantage. The Cougar defense speeding up McLean a notch. Out front to Ward. They're going to back him up. Horn bodying it up Ward. Over on the far side. Bounce pass inside. Bodying it up. And we're going to have a walk called. Revelet just tried to make some space. And I'll tell you, I'm glad the officials didn't do it there. But I know that they have the rule there that well, now we're asking something. I'm not sure what the... Floyd comes into the game here in place of Declan Scott. I'm not sure what the stoppage is. But after that play, Revelet slammed the ball into the ground. Now, technically, that should have maybe been a technical. You can't do that. Now, I think that's a stupid technical, like if they would have called it. Childress' shot in the lane is partially blocked. Travis Johnston wanted a foul. The officials disagreed. I'm glad they didn't call it. It might have, should have been, though. I just don't think that should be a technical because he was, and there's a foul on Horn at the top of the key. For Dylan, I have that as his third, team's third. But I think that it was that was him being mad at himself and not being mad at them calling a walk. And that's why I'm glad that they didn't call it. In the far corner, it's 52-43. McLean County leads Grayson. Inside the lane, bounce pass, left block. Revelet shot, loses it on the way up, but it's stripped by Grayson and knocked out of bounds. How about the hustle there from Jason Kincaid, the athletic director? He's working the front gate, collecting the money. He saw that ball rolling out the window, and he ran out there to go grab it. 4:13 to go. Brody Klein to trigger. Out front to Lee. He thought about the deep three. Crosses it off to the left wing. Out front to Lee. Lee takes one dribble on the inside. Gives it off to Klein. 10 feet, far side. In and out. Rebound on the floor. Bounces around. Childress comes down with it for Grayson. Childress up the near side of the floor. Angles back towards the far side. Braden Childress now drives down, goes up. Floater is no good off to the right. It's rebounded by McLean County. We're going to have a foul on the play called on River Blanton. For Blanton, that is going to be his second, team 6. It's going to stay on the floor. Give it into Lee. Lee back now to Klein. Got this 1-2-2 zone pressure for Grayson that has looked pretty good at times here for Grayson County tonight. Off to the left wing to Lee. Lee drives in. Bounce pass back into the near corner to Ward. They'll give it back off to Lee. 3:33 left here in the game. It's 52-43. Jumping down into the left block. Ward trying to create his own space. Blocked by Brothers on the inside. Ripped back away by McLean. And we're going to have a foul on the play called on Grayson County. On Dylan Horn, that is his 4th, team 7th. And free throws will come here for Revelet. He's a 64.5% free throw shooter. First chance is good for Revelet. That brings it back to a 10-point game. Reveillett's now 2 of 2 in this game from the free throw line. Jack Logston re-enters for Grayson County. Second chance coming is good. 54-43, 3:27 to go here in the game. McLean County leads Grayson County by 11 points. Jack Logston down the near side of the floor. Off to Brothers, into the far corner to Childress. Childress out to the left side to Brent Blanton. Blanton drives in, kicks it to Brothers. 3, near side's an air ball. There to pick it up as Hanshaw taps around. Logston has it, and it's stripped away, taken away by McLean, and we're going to have a foul on the rebound called on Grayson County. It's called on Brothers. That is his first, team's 8th. And the line is going to be Evan Ward. 71% from the free throw line this season. And he'll shoot one in the bonus, and the first one's good. McLean leads 55-43. Grayson County, he gets a couple of days off after this. Be good. They will host Whitesville Trinity here on the 20th at home. Misses the second free throw. Blanton picks up the loose board for Grayson. Grayson still has a window. Blanton straight away. Looking for help. We'll give it back now to Logston. 3 minutes to go. Cougars trail by 12. Hanshaw drives down the right side, flips it up. Right side shot good. Hanshaw took it right to the hole and laid it in. We got a timeout taken on the floor. It's a full timeout. We'll take it with him. 2:53 to go. 55-45. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets with nowhere to go. I didn't think I'd survive. But I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year. For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there.
Covenant House helped me break the cycle of homelessness in my family. They gave me the love that I needed.
Over 2,000 young people will sleep safely in a Covenant House bed tonight. When youth who are experiencing homelessness have a hot meal, a safe place to sleep, medical care, and love, they can overcome heartbreaking challenges and have a brighter future.
They just really genuinely just wanted to help me succeed, and I'm succeeding. I'm a speaker, I'm an author. Covenant House really helped me and really helped mold me into the woman I am today.
If you or someone you love is asking for help, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
This is Cougar basketball on K105.
55-45, 2:53 to go. McLean County has the basketball out of this timeout by Travis Johnston. And it'll be one of these things. Grayson's going to have to start getting some turnovers on defense. They have to start making some shots. They trail by 10 points in this game. They were able to get it to within 7. It's almost deja vu to last night. Behind the back pass to Reveillette, who finishes on the left side. That was great ball movement there for McLean out of the timeout. They put it in, and it's now a 12-point advantage. Right side Logston into the near corner to Childress. Childress out front to Hanshaw. Hanshaw bodies up, looked about the 3, gives it to Logston on the right wing. Logston picks it up, back now to Blanton. Blanton drives down the right side, lowers the shoulder, flips it up, not there. Rebound, Brothers, and we're going to have a foul called on McLean County on the rebound. It's called on Evan Ward, his second. I believe that's the team's 6th. Logston to pass in. Throws it to Childress into the near corner to Logston. Logston looks to get it inside to Blanton. He does. Blanton double teamed. Blanton bodies up, shot right side, can't get it, and rebound ripped away out of bounds off of Blanton. 2:07 to go. McLean leads Grayson 57-45. This is a moment here for Grayson where you just are trying to find some moments here to build some confidence moving forward. Because, I mean, 2 minutes, you still got some time. But down the right side, Floyd, he's fouled. He'll go to the line, and that's not what you wanted. You're going to send 67% free throw shooter Jackson Floyd to the line. Jack Logston picks up the foul, his second. Team's 9th. Be 2 free throws coming for Floyd. McLean County, they'll host Edmondson County coming up on Tuesday. And the first free throw is good from Jackson Floyd. Second chance is no good. He misses it off to the right. Blanton picks up the loose board for Grayson. Cougars still have an opportunity. Blanton to the right wing to Childress. Childress drives in, gives it off to Hanshaw on the right side. Hanshaw back into the near corner to Blanton. Blanton does a ball fake. It's around the defender, flips it up, right side, miss, gets his own rebound, stripped on the way up. Free throws coming for River Blanton. Blanton's got 17 points in this game, including what was his 1,000th career point. Free throw coming here for Blanton. He'll get 2. First one is good for River. He's 4 of 4 from the free throw line today. That was 4 of 5 in the second half yesterday against Butler County after missing his first 5 against the Bears. And he makes those as well. Hopefully that's something that, you know what, if Grayson County does lose this game, which appears that they will with an 11-point deficit, that's a positive. If you can get River to start consistently hitting his free throws. Over in the far side, Floyd is trapped in. We're going to have a foul called on River Blanton. I think River wanted a jump ball. Instead, he'll pick up his 3rd foul, and it'll be 2 free throws coming for McLean County. Be the double bonus coming, and it'll be Jackson Floyd to the line. First free throw is good for Floyd. Second chance. Misses it. Rebound taps off into the air. McLean County's got it. Put back missed. Logston gets the loose ball for Grayson. 59-47, 1:20 to go. Grayson County trails. Blanton, jump pass into Brothers. Brothers let the defender go by. Shot off the right side's missed. Rebounded by McLean County. Up the far side of the floor goes Cruz Lee. He gives it off to Brody Klein, and that appears to maybe just about do it here with just about a minute to go. Lee off to the right side. Inside to Floyd. Floyd on the right side. He throws it away, and it's going to be no, it's tapped out by Grayson. We invite you to stay tuned in for our 5th quarter show after this. We'll run down the scoring from this game, the scores from around the region. We'll talk to the head coach of the Cougars, Travis Johnston. And we'll step aside before coming back for the girls' game. Cutting down the lane and making the shot on the near side was Gunnar Revelet. He's turned in a big second half. He's got 8 in the 4th quarter, 13 in the second half. 17 for the game, and it's 61-47. 35 seconds left in the 4th. Blanton lowers his shoulder, lays it in on the right side. He just took that one right to the hole, did River Blanton. And it's 61-49, just about 30 seconds to go. Bounce pass to Klein. Klein inside to Floyd on the right side. Floyd's shot is good. It rattles in for Jackson Floyd. 63-49. Travis Johnston still calling for his team to push a little bit here with 10 seconds. Logston straight away, gives it back to Blanton. He'll take the deep right wing 3. It's off to the right. It's rebounded by Lee. And McLean County will be able to just run this clock out. It's McLean County that defeats Grayson County tonight by a final score of 63-49. River Blanton does pick up his 1,000th career point, though, in the loss. We'll come back, jump into the 5th quarter show after this. This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans? From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service. Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services at no cost to families. Help us change the world one smile at a time.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their Feel Better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember,
welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Cougars fall in game one of our doubleheader, whatever we want to call it, by a final score of 63-49. Sam Gormley back here with you as we welcome you into our broadcast booth here at Grayson County High School, as it was a tough game here to for Grayson County today. They had some good moments in this game as they fall 63-49. I mean, at the half, it was 31-27. It was going back and forth. It was really exciting, but I think McLean County kind of came out there in that third quarter and came with that quick left hook, and Grayson didn't really have the answer for it. And because of that, it was kind of similar to last night, where, you know, Grayson would get it to about 7-9, and then it'd go a little bit more, and then it'd kind of go, and then it'd go a little bit more, and they could never get that run to really make McLean County sweat in this game. The big positive, though, tonight is that Grayson County's River Blanton did score his 1,000th career point today, which is a huge accomplishment for him. He should be very proud of that mark. I mean, his dad, when he was walking up, showed me the picture of him right before his, I guess it was August of his freshman year, I think it was about, and he broke his leg, ankle, I'm not entirely sure which bone. But when I say this, just trust me. You're lucky you haven't seen the picture if you haven't seen it. If you've seen it, you immediately, it's going to come back. Even if you've forgotten you've seen it, it's going to like come back and be like, oh yeah, I remember seeing that. If you're listening or watching and you're like, oh, I don't think I've seen that, you don't want to. Trust me. He just showed it to me again and I wasn't prepared for it. The fact that River, in my opinion, could even run up and down the floor after seeing the bone popping out of his body with that, I don't know how. The fact that he comes out and gives you 1,000 points and 500 rebounds in his career, that's just unbelievable. And that is a amazing accomplishment for River in his career. I mean, from what he had with that injury to what he is now, he deserves a whole heck of a lot of credit, and he should be very proud of himself. Coming up in the fifth quarter show, we'll talk to the head coach of the Cougars, Travis Johnston. We'll run down some scores from around the region. We'll run down the scoring from this game. Begin your final score, McLean 63, Grayson 49. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
A tree can be unifying, inviting diverse communities to gather over common roots. A tree can be innovative, effortlessly pulling carbon from the air. A tree can be noble, actively nurturing life in an uncertain world. The Arbor Day Foundation has been planting trees for 50 years, in every season and soil, every climate and corner of the earth. A tree can be transformational, helping us turn local action into global impact. That's why now is the time for trees. Lots of trees. Let's tell the world everything a tree can be. Because a tree can be a solution. Let's put millions of solutions in the ground together.
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services at no cost to families. Help us change the world one smile at a time.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans? From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service. Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Cougars fall tonight by a final score of 63-49 was the final score here. As they've stolen my book away and they've wiped the score off of the scoreboard here. So there we go, it's back. Now I can actually see the score in front of me because I have the memory of a goldfish and there's no chance I can actually remember that. Try to see if we can't run down a score or two from around the region as we look around here as the JV's teams are warming up. If you're wondering who's on the floor, we're not going to be broadcasting that game, as we're going to take a little bit of a break. Because if you can't tell, I kind of sound like I'm a chain smoker of sorts. The voice is starting to go out, and I think by the time we get to the fourth quarter, we might have to go slide a headset on Mr. Spirit down there and have him broadcast the game instead, which I'm sure everybody watching right now is saying, yes, please give him the mic instead of me, and I don't know that I necessarily blame you. Scores to bring you. How about a NFL score? Playoffs are underway. The 49ers lead the Seahawks 3-0, 10-13 left in the first quarter. Maybe not necessarily a surprise there. How about an NFL score? It's never too early to start bringing those in. As boys basketball, Evangel Christian leads E-Town at the half, 34-32. A women's basketball college score, the Lady Toppers of Western Kentucky defeat Florida International 75-71. College basketball, Kentucky picked up a big win today against Tennessee on the road. Owensboro Catholic and boys basketball defeated Cane Ridge, Tennessee 66-42. John Hardin girls basketball defeated Hopkins County Central 50-48. And that appears to be most of the final scores that I see. Central Hardin, North Hardin was defeated by Henderson County 66-48 earlier on today. Grayson County will see that Henderson County team at the Owensboro Sports Center here in a couple of weeks. The JV teams between these two are warming up right now on the floor. I see that assistant coach Brian Jones is lounging on the bench. He's ready to roll. And head JV coach Elena Jones, I think they're kind of co-head coaches of the JV team. They share it. I know Coach Brian Jones told me, he says he usually is the one that stands up because he's got the louder voice, which works, and that's important. Take a break. Hopefully get a chance to talk to the head coach of the Cougars, Travis Johnston, after this, as this is Cougar Basketball right here on K105.
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services at no cost to families. Help us change the world one smile at a time.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans? From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service. Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Cougars fall to McLean County 62-49 was the final score. We're joined by the head coach of the Grayson County Cougars, head coach Travis Johnson. And, Coach, before we really talk about the game, I mean, we got to talk. Rivers' dad, I know when he walked up here, he kind of showed me the picture from his freshman year, and you know exactly what picture I'm talking about of his ankle. And I didn't want to see it again. I'd seen it once. I didn't really want to see it again. And again, it kind of made me think, like, the fact that he's able to run up and down the floor, let alone become a 1,000-point scorer and a 500 career rebounder, I think it just shows a lot about the kid he is. But, I mean, 1,000 points, 500 rebounds, there aren't many high school players that do that play the game.
Yeah, and the thing is that I think he's, before last night, I don't know how many rebounds he had last night or today, but he was only 30 rebounds off of 600 rebounds. And if he continues to rebound at the rate he is, he's going to get 700 rebounds. So you're looking at an 1,100-point scorer and a 700 rebound kid. And he had a half a year with COVID, and he had a half a year where he wasn't even healthy with his freshman year. So he's doing that in 3 years. It's pretty impressive. And I thought he was awesome today. I thought he was trying hard. You know, us coaches stayed after in the locker room yesterday and talked quite a bit about what we needed to do. And when we were walking out, it was about 11:30, and River was still here. And what do I need to do to be a better leader? And we had a good talk with him, and I thought he was awesome tonight. I thought he tried really hard. Yeah, he forces some shots, but by gosh, he's our best player. A best player is going to force some shots. And if you harp on one like that, I mean, he played his butt off, and he always plays his butt off. It seems like sometimes he doesn't try because he doesn't go to the offensive glass, but heck, he played 32 minutes. He has to guard the other team's second-best player. In most nights, he is our second leading, whichever one, points per game. He's our leading rebounder. He's our leading offensive rebounder. He's our second in steals. He's our leader in assists. What else do we want the kid to do? You know what I mean? And I'm really proud of him because he's grown and matured quite a bit, and obviously the accolades speak for themselves with him.
It's a great accomplishment, 1,000 points, as you mentioned. I knew he'd been rebounding. I mean, he'd been a vacuum the past two nights, especially down low. But some other guys that stood out to me, I thought Camden Brothers gave you some good minutes off the bench here today. He hit, 1 3. I thought he hit a second one.
Yeah.
Made a couple of baskets as well. I know he's a guy that his minutes kind of go up and down throughout the time, but he's a guy that you'll need down the stretch.
Yeah, and I thought, he played solid the first half. I thought Brody played really well in the first half, so I went with Brody. The second half, he didn't play as well, so then we went with Camden, and we rolled with him for a while. And what they have to understand is that there are going to be games. We got our guys who we need to have on the floor most of the time. River and Jack got to be on the floor. And then we kind of have to piece it around. Sometimes Dylan's not going to have a great game. Sometimes he's going to be in foul trouble. Braden played really well today. He hadn't been playing that great. Caden played better today. Landon played awesome last night. He was solid today, but those other guys were playing a little bit better. They have to realize that, and I promise. I told them this. We're not trying to lose. We're just trying to find the best combination of people, and I thought that he gave us the best combination tonight because Jack wasn't playing very well. He needs. I wish he would go up with it a little more. A little faster because he's so athletic that he can score over people, but he played fine and he played good and hard and he didn't sulk about it. He didn't play much last night. And he didn't sulk. He came in and he busted his butt.
This game, especially in the second half, reminded me. You mentioned last night, kind of last night, where it was one of those things that they jumped out to that 12-point lead or something early on in the third quarter, and then. I don't think you all got it closer than 7. It was kind of similar to last night where it was that same thing where they really didn't expand it to a huge margin. Yeah. I think 15 maybe was the largest they got it. Is there something you all can do that if that happens? Because, your next game is a heck of an opponent coming in that very well could jump out to that 12-point lead that you can do to make sure that once you get to 7, you can get it to 5, get it to 3, and so on? You did that last Saturday against Franklin County.
Well, if I listen to the stands, I'm sure I have every answer. Listen, they run so many good sets against man-to-man, and they're athletic at all spots. So zone was probably our best option. They decided they were going to hold the ball in the third quarter. And I know Darren over there, he'd have held the ball, and if they wouldn't have held it and they'd have shot it, he'd have put somebody else in that was going to hold the ball. So we had to go to our 1-2-2 press, which isn't very good. And when you have to play it, kind of like last year, when you have to play it for 16 minutes and you're trying to play those same guys that are playing well, you're going to get tired. And that's the runner-up in the region from last year, and they lost one kid. And they replaced that one kid who averaged 14 and 8 with a really good sophomore in Revlett who averaged 11 and 6. So they're 13 and 5 for a reason. They're top 5 in the region for a reason. They beat us. But I talked to our guys. We have to trust everything because I thought we played well. Other than on defense, we had to do stuff that we didn't want to do because they were going to hold the ball. But our offense looked better. We have to make shots. We have to. We're 3 for 16. We have to make shots. Spencer Langdon doesn't look that great out there. Well, guess what? He's our best shooter. So we got to play him. Because we cannot shoot from any. Kentucky has the same problem, right?
They won today.
Well, because they played their 2 shooters.
They did.
They played the 2 shooters together. We have to have guys make shots, and we didn't. Spencer had 2 go in and out. Camden had 1 go in and out.
I think every 3 Spencer's taken this year has gone in and out.
It has. And, Gage didn't play any tonight, but he's one of our shooters. Zach was labored he hurt his ankle in the JV game. He's one of our shooters. We have to get – we're going to have to make more shots. That's our problem right now. The more shots we can make, the less that we have to turn around and pressure because we're down. The more we can, it just takes pressure off your defense, and hopefully we can start making some shots soon.
I asked you, I guess, this time last week, almost to the minute. I said that that your next opponent is going to be a team that has probably had the game circled because you ended their season and so on. They're ready in Butler County. In a different way, I'm sure your next opponent in Whitesville Trinity has you all circled as well because for a different reason. You didn't end their season, but they still you took them in the district championship. They were up in that game. You all came back. They probably felt like they should have won the game and so on, especially because they beat you in the first 2 games in the season. Huff is a monster. Hernandez might be, from his freshman year to his senior year, maybe the most improved player that I've seen in quite some time.
Smith has gotten a lot better, too.
He is. I mean, they are, I think, fifth in our media poll for a reason. They're a really, really good team. How do you take some of the good things of these last 2 days and move it into Friday in a game? Hopefully it's a packed gym, homecoming, right?
Yes.
I think.
Yes.
So hopefully it's a packed gym to get ready for that.
We got to keep sharing the ball. We got out in transition a lot more today, and we have to do that. No matter who we're playing, that's when we're best. We don't think as much. We get out, we run, we go. So we're going to have to do that against them as well. But I was confused. The JV starting with the music going on. Sorry. But we got, like I said, we're going to have to make some shots because our defense is, there's a lot of pressure on us to get stops every possession because we're not scoring the ball that well. But we got to keep sharing it down on this end, and I thought we did a really good job of that today.
Well, Coach, I appreciate it. There's Bree Jones right there putting one in on the right side. It's future point guard right there. I like that. I appreciate it. We will see you on Friday. You got a good Whitesville Trinity team. We look forward to it.
Yeah, thanks.
That's head coach Travis Johnson. We'll come back, wrap it up after this. Cougar basketball on K105.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans? From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service. Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
This is Cougar basketball on K105.
I'll wrap up our coverage here from game number 1 of our doubleheader. The JV game is on right now. So we'll get ready to step aside and come back for the varsity girls game after this. Your scoring for McLean County, Gunnar Revlett had 17 points, 15 for Cruz Lee, 13 for Brody Klein, 11 for Jackson Floyd, and 7 for Evan Ward. For Grayson County, 21 for River Blankson, including his 1,000th career point, 9 for Braden Childress, 5 for Caden Hanshaw, 4 for Jack Logston, 7 Camden Brothers, 3 Landon Haycraft. That'll wrap up our coverage of game number 1. Give a shout out to our crew, but we'll kind of wrap it up as we move along. So we'll take a break and end this coverage, and we'll be back here in probably just about maybe an hour or so to get you ready for game number 2 of our doubleheader between the Lady Cougars of Grayson County and the Lady Cougars of McLean County. So until then, this is Sam Gormley saying so long, everyone.